Hey, it's Gavin Mountford here, and welcome back. It's day 3 of the 5-day Attraction Social Media Marketers Challenge, and today we're going to be talking about getting leads and warming them up. So I'd just like to say from the bottom of my heart that I am really impressed that you're still here and that you're taking action, and that shows me that you're actually going to fully complete this challenge and have your strategy ready to implement by the end of this. Now, in day 1, we talked about attracting your target market and helping them solve their pains, problems, and challenges. And in day 2, we looked at branding you and focusing on one topic and also setting up your own Facebook group around it. Hopefully you took action and you got your group set up, but if you didn't, that's okay. Just continue watching the trainings and get it done as soon as possible. Today, we're going to be talking about generating leads and warming them up. However, before we get into today, I just want to make sure you've watched the 6 Steps to 6 Figures on Social Media webinar and understand how to break 6 figures in your business over the next 12 months using our highly profitable and simple 6-step social media selling sequence. This is an incredibly powerful webinar. It's going to help you dramatically increase your leads, your sales, your signups, your customers, clients, and income. So just click the button or the link on this page. Go watch the webinar as soon as you can. Okay, cool. So with that said, let's get into today's session. Today, we're going to cover the 3 different types of content that you should be posting and how to generate your first leads into your group by using curiosity teaser posts. Then I'm going to show you what to do with your leads once they've requested more information. And finally, I'm going to show you how to warm your leads up by using our 6 steps method, which will make it much easier for you to be able to sell to them or bring them into your business later. So let's get into it. So now you've got your Facebook group set up, you're going to want to get yourself some leads because you can't really do the rest of this strategy without leads, and you can't build a business without leads. Then once you've got your leads, you'll need to warm them up so they're willing to listen to you and potentially buy from you or join you. And we do this by using a 6-step sequence. We call it the 6 steps method. And we'll go into more detail about this in the 6 steps to 6 figures on social media webinar, but I'm going to give you a high-level overview of it right now. Okay, so let's dive into it. The first step in the 6 steps method is to create compelling content, because without creating content, people will never find you online and you'll just blend in with everybody else. Now, the content you create should be based on the topic that you chose on day 2. And essentially, the content you create will act like bait to attract leads and prospects to you. Now, there's actually 3 main types of content that you'll be creating. There's value-based content, engagement-based content, and curiosity teaser posts. Now, value-based content should teach and educate your prospects about your chosen topic, and over time will help position you as an authority, which will enable you to build a larger warm market and audience around that topic. And the second type of content is engagement-based posts. Now, engagement posts are designed to get people to comment, like, and share your content, and they don't have to be related to your topic specifically. I'll show you a few examples of these in step 4 in a few minutes. And then the third type of content, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about today, and is the best way to get started attracting leads to you, is to create what we call curiosity teaser posts on Facebook. And it's kind of an engagement type post, however, it's slightly different. Now, this tends to work best on your Facebook profile or a fan page or other people's Facebook groups or other social media profiles, because right now you probably haven't got any leads in your group yet. So what you do is create something of value first, like a free gift, and post it in your Facebook group so people have to actually join your group to access it. It could be a 1-page guide, it could be a cheat sheet, a tutorial, a short 2 to 5 minute video, a short audio. It could be something of somebody else's, like this 5-day challenge, for example, but it needs to be something that your target market actually wants. Next, you create a curiosity teaser post and post it somewhere where the right people will see it. And your curiosity teaser post doesn't need to go into much detail, just like Robin's done here. And you'll see that she has given people just enough information so they can see that it's actually going to help them. You also want to make sure that you do not put a link in your post and instead get people to ask for the link by leaving a comment under the post, which is exactly what's been done here. Now, the most important thing is do not tell people to actually leave a comment, as Facebook won't show your post to many people. Instead, you could tell people to ask me how, or put your hands up, or let me know. And you'll see this in action again here, where Laura said, hands up, who wants a Facebook cheat sheet? And got a load of engagement from that one question alone. And then anybody who does comment under your post, you'll want to follow up with them and invite them to join your group so they can access the free gift they just asked for. And this is just one way of many to drive leads into your group. Now, once they've requested to join your group, you are essentially on step 2, which is capturing your leads. And the great thing is that a Facebook group makes it easy for people to join. And once they've joined, you can see exactly who they are to build that relationship. When you get more advanced at this, you can capture leads in multiple places to automate much more of this process. Now, please pay close attention. Never just add people to your group without their permission. They have to come to you, otherwise you'll get in trouble and may lose your Facebook account. So now you've got leads and members requesting to join your group, it's time to connect with them and introduce yourself. And we do this in a simple 4-part process. Firstly, approve your leads into your group, and we usually do this in batches of 5 or 10 at a time, and you'll find that option when you've created your group and you have some members waiting. Next, tag them in a welcome post and ask them to introduce themselves, and then send them a friend request. And finally, send them a first message and begin the conversation ascension. Remember, these people have come to you. This is what attraction marketing is. You have posture. Now, this is the start of the attraction marketing process and the warming up machine. Step 4 is comment. However, really, it's about engaging with your leads and your prospects. It's about asking questions and not necessarily business-related questions. You can see a couple of examples here. Mine on the left-hand side was more of a business-related engagement post. However, Robin's post was asking, what's your favorite type of pizza? And she had 20 to 30 people engaging with her. Now, the reason engagement is so important is twofold. Number one, Facebook's algorithm works by showing users more of the content from the people that they communicate with and engage with the most. So if you want more people to see your posts, you've got to have more conversation with people and engage more. Number 2, social proof. When people see loads of comments on a post, they think they're going to miss out on something because there's only 5 spaces left and there's 50 people that have commented. They want it more. Step 5 is communicate, which we also call conversation ascension, because essentially you're ascending the conversation through a few different phases to get your prospect to admit to having a problem or a challenge. So you can then provide your products, your services, or your business as a solution later. Here's an example of how my wife, Pip, who was a newbie at this, used a copy and paste message sequence that I gave her to earn us $14,425 from one customer. So firstly, Pip approved, welcomed, friend requested, and sent the first message to Rahab, who had just requested to join our Facebook group. At the end of the message, we asked a quick question and we got a positive response. Next, Pip asked Rahab a few probing questions to find out more about her pains, problems, and challenges. And for this specific example, we had a business opportunity to promote, so these questions were specific to that. However, all you do is change these questions for your own business type. And the questions we asked were as simple as, just out of interest, what business are you building online right now? Are you building mostly online or offline? What have you found you've struggled with the most, generating leads or getting sales and signups? Then we offered Rahab a free gift to further build the relationship. We then invited Rahab to a free webinar that we were holding. We sent her the link to the webinar. she registered and ended up purchasing our basic product for $49. And then over the next 4 weeks, she upgraded to platinum, earning us $14,425 in commissions from one of the opportunities that we were promoting. And it can be as simple as that. All you need is a 4 to 6 message warming up process to build that relationship. I also taught this process to my mom, who did very well with this. Danny Young gave this process to his virtual assistant. Robin Smith has given this process to her VA. Many of our students are teaching this process to their teams. Why? Because it's duplicatable and anybody can do it. Okay, so far we've covered 5 of the 6 steps: create, capture, connect, comment, communicate. And the final step I'm going to cover in more detail in day 5, which is close, as I like to call it, which is incredibly powerful. Where if you've done a good job with the other 5 steps, it should be pretty easy for you to either sell your product or service and bring them in as a customer, client, or team member, or if they're not interested in your product or service, just recommend something else in return for a commission. So I'll be going into more detail about that on day 5. Okay, that's all for today's training. So for today's challenge, I'd like you to create your own curiosity teaser post and post it somewhere where people will see it. And if you do get any comments or people interested in getting access to it, make sure you follow up with them and invite them to join your group to access the free gift. Your stretch challenge, if you want to go over and above, see if you can come up with 3 conversation ascension questions that you can ask your leads and prospects to uncover some of their pains, problems, and challenges. Again, I've put some additional resources at the bottom of this page to help you with this, so make sure you go through those if you need to. And listen, don't forget, make sure you watch the 6 Steps to 6 Figures on Social Media webinar to help you gain more clarity on how to implement the 6 Steps method into your business. Tomorrow, I'll show you how to deploy your online application in order to get more people ready to buy from you, hire you, or join you. So make sure you show up for that lesson. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you then.